All right, before Jason's full forecast, I have to make a quick correction. I said the Sea Dogs opening day was April 6th. It's April 5th. The game is at 6 o'clock. A lot of numbers getting juggled in the head. Just want to make that correction. But Jason, the Sea Dogs, a lot of spring and summer businesses taking a hit because of that storm, as of course we deal with power outages, cleaning up everything all along the coast.
And the flip side was that you got the white gold in the mountains,
Right.
so they'll take it even though it's late in the season. Everyone else, though, heading south of that, we don't want it. We don't want ice. We don't want, obviously, Maine maple this Sunday, today, to be impacted, but that's what happened. And it's a good day for cleanup tomorrow. Crews will be out. Freezing rain threat on Tuesday. It looks pretty light in a different area, not as much the coast, more like the foothills. Clouds and rain mid to late week as temperatures start to warm up a little bit. Speaking of, right now, starting to melt some of that ice off the power lines. You saw some of those kind of like ice bombs dropping as I was driving in. I saw that, or hitting the windshield, also coming off some of those limbs and lines. So certainly watch out this evening with that sun melting and that displacing the ice. 30s and 20s up north. Here's a storm recap. East Millinocket, 29 inches. That's the highest total I saw in Maine. New Gloucester, 2.5 inches of just sleet. Okay, that's not really ice per se, not the kind like the Jetport got, the freezing rain that just sticks to it and stuck to all those lines and limbs. That's what happened there as far as the storm headlines go. Here's the recap I drew, talking about just the snow, okay? 24 to 30 up in Mars Hill, also towards Millinocket, back towards the presidential range. 18 to 24 outside of that. 12 to 18 foothills in close to the mountains, central highlands. And then you go into that 6 to 12 inch range to the south, Augusta, Lewiston, Auburn, and Sebago, Sanford. 3 to 6. And then there's where the ice popped up right around the coast. Cape Elizabeth, South Portland, Yarmouth got in on the ice too. So obviously a devastating storm. Cleaning up will take days, if not longer, for some of those substations. Now, here's a look at what's going to be happening tonight and tomorrow morning. Wind out of the north, it's going to be cold. You've got that very fresh snowpack, okay? So that is definitely going to give things cold tonight. Also tonight, there's a geomagnetic storm coming through. We'll have high clouds, but could even see the northern lights. Tomorrow afternoon, though, temperatures warming up to around 40. Notice the high clouds here streaming in from the storm. It's well to our south. See those clouds in. Wind out of the north continuing. And then into Monday night, we're staying dry until Tuesday. Start to see some precip move in here, and we'll see how much of this actually makes it here Tuesday afternoon into the, once again, coast and over towards the foothills. So a light glaze of ice as we get to Tuesday, really middle of the day and afternoon, where I expect that to be happening. So watch out, again, although it's a much different situation of a storm than what we just had. Small craft is up, wind northeast gusting to 30 the next several days. I do have the ice threat there Tuesday, and then into Good Friday and Easter Sunday, we have 40s back on the board after a brief hit into the 50s. But I can tell you that we have to get through Tuesday into really early Wednesday. It's the next threat for winter here as we're getting deeper into spring, which is pretty typical here for Maine.
Right. And Jason, another reminder as power crews work to get everyone's power back on, you may see those assessing notifications on your app or the CMP website. That means they're just surveying the damage so they can have a better plan in the next couple of days to get everyone's power and heat back on.
Sounds good.
All right, Jason. Thank you.